News is pretty overwhelming these days, and it's difficult to know which side to take on certain issues, especially when things don't seem as cut and dry even as they did a year ago. We have the genocide in Gaza, but then we also have a war in Iran, which is happening because America and Israel want to take over Iran, but also the Iranians want to free themselves from 40 years of clerical fascism. And then you have the Kurds, which are in Iran, who want to free themselves from Iran in general, as well as from Turkish fascism and Islamic extremism in Syria. You have a Venezuelan government whose leader was illegally kidnapped, but is now willing to cooperate with the Americans and the Israelis while still cracking down on internal dissent and claiming to be a vanguard of the Bolivarian revolution in the region. Supported by Cuba, whose population is being starved by the United States. It's okay to be confused by all of this. Not all of us have the geopolitics neurodivergence. But I want to give you a simple principle that can help you navigate all of this turbulence right here. One that may feel counterintuitive, but is actually going to keep you out of trouble. The principle is this: resistance is pre-political. And I mean that in both senses. First of all, that the right of a people to resist both tyranny and imperialism comes before any geopolitical considerations. And also that resistance is pre-political in the sense that it is a necessary precondition for any politics that follows. If you view geopolitics like a chessboard and you follow a campus mindset where these countries are pieces in a great game and the populations that they govern are just pawns, you're going to get tripped up remembering which dictators you're supposed to support and which ones you're supposed to condemn, which protests you're supposed to describe as democratic revolutions, and which ones you're supposed to call CIA-backed color revolutions. If much of the left-wing discourse on geopolitics has seemed incoherent to you over the past 3 or 4 months, this is probably why. It's because a lot of people are applying a Cold War framework to geopolitics that just has no place in the 21st century. But let's apply this principle and see if it helps us navigate this increasingly confusing geopolitical spectrum. Let's start with this. The Palestinians have a right to resist Zionist colonialism and genocide. This is literally enshrined in international law. An occupied people has the right to resist their occupier. You can support the Palestinian resistance against Zionism, even if they are arming themselves with Iranian weapons. You can do that without endorsing the geopolitical stance of the Islamic Republic of Iran, which includes giving weapons to Russia to bomb people in Ukraine. Because you see, the Ukrainians have a right to resist Russian imperialism and colonialism, even if they do that with American weapons. This concept is a little difficult to explain in a 3-minute video, so I encourage you to sign up for my newsletter and particularly read this article right here for a more full explanation.